feel blessed to be in the company of heroes. There's one more hero that I know you've all been waiting to hear from tonight. You know who he is. You know how he has given the last year of his life to this cause, day and night. And he has turned his sorrow and his grief into something positive for every one of you in this room tonight. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce Tom Mauser.
Thanks, Arnie, and thanks, Arnie, thanks, John, and thanks to all of you for coming here tonight. I can't seem to find my speech. Okay, go ahead. Oh, this is the NRA's arguments against Amendment 22. Business card from the Rocky Mountain gun owners. Dudley Weapon is the name on it. Dudley Brown, I'm sorry, Dudley Brown. Oh, I've got a late petition that came in. Stan, are we still taking petitions? Oh, here we go. What a sweet night. And what a sweet victory. And what a sweet journey this has been for me. In Daniel's shoes. You know, I gotta tell you, these shoes have sure felt so good and comfortable tonight. I think you all know why we're here tonight, really, besides celebrating this wonderful victory. You've heard it before here before me. We're here because the legislature failed to do its job. We're here because some of our leaders failed to lead. We're here because the NRA and the gun lobby badgered, bought, and bullied the legislature to ensure that the gun show loophole wasn't closed. So we decided to let the people of Colorado do the leading. And you know what? What it really came down to was the NRA just simply couldn't badger, buy, or bully the people of Colorado. Make no mistake about it. The spin doctors at the NRA tomorrow will be trying to explain away this victory of ours. They'll come up with excuses like Coloradans voted out of sympathy for Columbine. But you know, all through this campaign we said this was about much more than Columbine. And we never focused on Columbine in our advertising. Also, it's interesting how they're going to explain away the fact that tonight I think you're also going to see victory and you're going to see the gun show loophole also closed in the state of Oregon. Explain that, NRA. So why did the NRA and its buddies lose this election? I think it's because people, for one thing, just got sick and tired of that same old rhetoric and those old cliches. People got tired and fed up with the NRA's constant excuses for gun violence. Their constant excuses for why we can't have reasonable gun laws. People got fed up with the selfish attitude of my rights and convenience are more important than keeping guns from criminals. But most of all, people got fed up with the negative, hopeless message of the NRA and the gun lobby that, well, criminals are just going to get guns anyway. What happened in Colorado was that people turned to the positive message that we offered. that they could do something positive to keep guns out of the hands of kids and criminals. Amendment 22 is it. We've spoken. Let's make sure that the voices of the people continue to be heard in the halls of that state legislature this next session. Let's let these voices be heard in the halls of Congress so that all Americans see the closing of the gun show loophole once and for all. Let our voices mark the dawn of a new day, a day when people's voices call for a serious look at gun laws, a day when it's not just the gun lobby that writes our gun laws, a day when the NRA is treated for what it truly is, a tiny special interest group that has wielded power disproportionate to the size of its membership. You know, some reporters have asked me whether I think that my son Daniel would be proud of what I have done in his name. I've answered yes, but I've always been a little bit uncomfortable with that. And I'll tell you why. It's the way the question is asked. You see, I believe in a creator. I think Daniel is proud of what I've been doing in his name. And I'm certain that Daniel is very proud and very grateful to all of you for all the work that you have done. You know, at times I've been credited with being the founder of Safe Colorado, and I'm not. Nice compliment, thank you very much, but I'm not. I've been credited with being the executive director of Safe Colorado. Well, I'm not that either. No, really what I have done is simply provide a face for this movement. The face of a victim of gun violence. I provided a soft, reasonable voice that matches and complements this common sense amendment. And I provided a story. It's Daniel's story. A story that makes people realize that we are all victims of gun violence. We all are victims. And also we are all capable of doing something about it. And we have tonight. You better believe we have tonight. And it's the work that all of you did that made it happen. Yours are the voices that spoke up in response. It is your victory along with Daniel's. What you've done is made Colorado a safer place for yourselves, for your children. And I feel a lot better because I feel that tonight I've made this place safer for my new daughter, Madeline. Finally, you should all be so proud of what you've done here tonight. Thank you, and God bless you all.